up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and this is your Real Housewives of Potomac Season 6, Part 4 of the reunion. The last part, again, thank God. I was just over there thanking God about Love and Marriage Huntsville, it being the finale. When I tell you, I am so glad this shit is over. I am so glad the circus is leaving town. Literally. I'm another one I got to reevaluate next season when the circus comes to town. If I'm going to participate, if I'm going to watch, if I'm going to get my popcorn, I got to figure it out, because the theme of the circus, the colorist circus, I'm cool on. I feel like this show really literally does not bring out the best in people. I feel like it's way past the realm of entertainment from my perspective. Last night I was sort of entertained. I'm not really a starstruck person. I don't know if it's because of my career path. I don't know if it's because I'm from Los Angeles, but celebrity, I think the only celebrity that I was in awe of when I saw him in person, and this was at a Vanity Fair Oscars after party. So you know who was in the building, but David Hasselhoff, okay? When I tell you everybody was in the building, but when I saw David Hasselhoff, I was like, "Ooh, you so tall." I don't know what it was. It was just like, it was like a magnetic energy, and I was like in his face. I was like this. Baby, it was so many other people in the room. I tell you, it was a Vanity Fair Oscars party at Morton's, okay? And it was fun. The Vanity Fair party. Y'all know what it gives. And girl, when I saw David, I said, I started to look up. His ass was fine. So I'm not starstruck. Like I said, I don't know if it's where I went to school, if it's where I live, where I'm from. I'm not starstruck. And I also I don't subscribe to like hierarchy. I don't subscribe to, if someone has this title, that I should respect it in some way and act a certain way because of this person. I don't get that. I feel like all of them were behaving for Nicki Minaj, especially, and I don't know. I noticed Candace. I was just like, she seems like she's on her best behavior, because Mia kept interrupting. Whenever they were talking to Candace, Mia would inject, like, say something off to the side. And it was just like, I was wondering, like, Candace, are you going to say anything? But I figured like Candace was behaving for Nicki Minaj. Like, because I was like, girl, I would have told girl, shut the fuck up. Like, even when she said, oh, girl, you talk about when they said something about being a threesome, a throuple, and then Candace was like, me too, like, Candace, girl. You and I, we need to have a talk. We need to have a talk about how you're navigating these relationships. All last season, I had my picket sign up for you. This season, I see that you're okay, and I no longer need to have my picket sign up for you. So I'm setting my picket sign down, and I'm going to let you do whatever, right? That's how I feel. That's where I am with Candace Dillard Bassett. I feel like I was standing up for you because you were being mistreated. And I don't like to see anyone mistreated. So whoever had been in Candace's position, I would have taken the same energy for that. But now that I see that Candace has befriended and mended those relationships with the people who were mistreating her outside of Tick Tick Boom, since you're okay with them, I'm okay. You like it, I love it. So that's where I am with Candace, y'all. So it's not, the picket sign is down. She's no longer being mistreated. She no longer needs me to, speak up for her. Her video was incredible. I said, low budget wear, bitch. Low budget wear. Where? Like, I don't like Mia. I hope Mia does not come back over there with her face all scrunched up the whole time, just looking the whole time. Girl, no. What are you doing over there? Why are you making that face? That's what Candace should have asked her. Why are you making that face? Oh, you not making a face right now? Oh, okay. Seems like you wanted a storyline, Ashley. You were willing to be Giselle's sidekick. You didn't lug your breast milk down there to start some mess, child. Wasn't that malicious? So Wendy doesn't think that what Ashley did was malicious, right? And that it was more so that it was Giselle. Wendy, I would recommend that you go back and watch seasons 1 through 5 so that you can make a clear determination on whether or not Ashley wasn't doing Giselle's bidding, and they confirmed and had a meeting about it beforehand. They do it every season. They run the same template with this show every season, and it's always Giselle and Ashley. Oh, it ain't even Robin's wide body ass. It ain't even her. It's Ashley and Giselle every time. Go back, watch from season 1 and watch it. All right? Expect what to happen. I thought she was going to let it roll off her chest. That's the second time Ashley has said something to that effect, where she thought her writing a character assassination letter against Candace, that she wouldn't care about it. And then she turns around and says to Wendy that I didn't think she would care that I mentioned a rumor from an uncredible blog on this show, the same blog that talks about y'all, but y'all didn't mention that. Robin, are we mad at Ashley? I remember in my review, I said the same thing. Why is it that you need, that just proves that you need to move with Giselle? And that are we mad at Ashley so you don't have a mind of your own? You a weak bitch. That's what it gave me. The explanation that Robin gave was dumb. And I don't even want to stay on her explanation because the shit was dumb. I was just saying girl, shut up. Well, I was rudely invited. Well, I was rudely invited too. Then it's funny how Wendy is supposed to be okay with the way that she's treated. Like, girl, if you can't take that, then I don't know what to say about you. Well, you obviously couldn't take it either because you up here filing grievances about the way you was invited, right? But something's wrong with the way that I'm supposed to be okay and take the joke. Right? With your reasonably shady joke, I'm supposed to take that joke. But when I joke about you bringing your luggage and having your luggage, which you did, then all of a sudden, I can't take a joke. Obviously, you can't take a joke either. Now, what else is going on? And I don't know if anybody else noticed that, but Robin was basically telling Wendy to take a joke. But it was okay for her to be upset about how she was invited to Williamsburg. Okay. If you can't laugh at that, I feel sorry for you. Well, if you can't laugh at the running joke for the last 6 years that your husband doesn't go anywhere with you. So when you come to this Williamsburg house, bring your luggage like you did. You don't get that joke either. I thought it would roll off your chest. I didn't think you would care much about it. Play that game. We're gonna play. If y'all gonna play that game, we playing that game too. Mia should have sat over there and Candace should have sat over there. Actually, it should have been Giselle, Robin, Mia, Ashley, and Karen. And then on the other side, it should have been Wendy, Escala, and Candace. But that would have been too much like what it actually looks like. So you got to mix it up a little bit. Put Candace over there with them. Robin and Giselle sleeping with each other. Nicki tells her, don't tip me. You look very good. Candace. Like, it's stuff like that. Y'all thought it was cute that Candace wanted to be a part of the friend group who talk shit about her, starts rumors about her, got her ass beat up, right? Because that whooping, I think we need to be clear at the season finale, the season 4 episode or season 6 finale. I think we need to be clear that ass whooping, that dragging, that Monique delivered to Candace was intended for Giselle. Because when we got to the reunion, the binder was just for Giselle. So that would indicate for me that you only had beef with one person. But you fought your sister, right? Didn't fight the other one. But they were sitting there laughing. Laughing at, good night. Good night, girl. You making up shit that don't make sense. So you wanted to be in a throuple with those in a sex thing, foursome with these women. The woman who wrote a character assassination against you. The woman who really made it seem like you was on some other shit with Mia. That I don't like that. I don't like that. That's not checkers. That's Connect Four. It ain't chess. It ain't checkers. That shit is Connect Four, bitch. It's Connect Four. See, you said I was a prostitute. You are. See, she was trying to be nice to you. You are a prostitute. Getting flirtatious between Juan and Michael. Juan doesn't want to give it attention. Does Juan have other gay friends? Ashley was so confused. Ashley was like, wait a minute, Michael's not gay. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say he was gay. Does Juan have any bisexual friends? That's how you straighten that up. That's why y'all got to understand, men who like men and women are not gay. They're bisexual. But then it was funny how Nicki Minaj was like, especially a black men like basically are notoriously homophobic. So I don't even know why he would be okay with another man saying that he wanted to suck his dick. That's amazing that he's okay with it. Well, he doesn't want to talk about it. I think that's also part of the reason why Juan doesn't like to come to the reunions. I don't like it either. Robin acts like she's okay with it. She's not okay with it. I think the conversation, we need to dead the conversation. It's uncomfortable. On top of the allegations and the actions of Michael Darby with the crew members and things like that, I find it very uncomfortable to have this conversation, being that he's a man who has been accused of and who we have seen violate cast crew members. So I don't feel comfortable aligning him and anything that he has to say with Juan, and I would like for everybody to stop it. That's all you had to say. And I actually don't want to talk about it anymore. And then she was like, well, he doesn't want to give him or give it the attention, but they give it attention every time, every season. And until Juan or Robin says, please stop, they're going to continue because that's fun for them. I don't think it's fun to be linked to a sexual predator. Sorry. Nicki Minaj, you might want to ask her that question too, honey. And I thought it was funny how when she asked Ashley what was she attracted to Michael about, see, I'd have been like, why are you attracted to your husband? Oh, but y'all was on your best behavior. Giselle with her daughters. So she gave her kudos for her daughters. She says that Giselle is strikingly gorgeous. Giselle agrees. You have changed over the years, bitch. You getting old. You getting old. That melanin isn't popping, right? Like it does for Wendy or Candace sitting next to you. It's a little different the way it ages on you, Miss Green-Eyed Bandit. Your beauty hasn't started fading. Ray, yeah, I probably shouldn't have say that Ray was gonna die. She looks she looks so much different than she did when they showed those flashbacks. I was like, damn. Whew, maybe like a banana, not so much salad in a bag. Maybe like an organic banana. Maybe that's how Giselle is aging, sitting over there in the wicker basket. When you're trying to get someone together and not acknowledge that you're hurt, I think that's like across the board. I think that was very perceptive. I think it's like you're so busy trying to get someone together that you're not acknowledging that they hurt you, right? And I think that could be applied to Candace. It's like she's hurt, and so she's going to respond. Like I don't understand how Karen could understand fighting Giselle fire for fire, but they don't get that Candace fights the same way. Karen's age, you're trying to age shame. We're in the same bracket. I'm 58. Then Giselle comes up with all these excuses. Well, we didn't know how old Karen was. Karen's like, I've never been secretive about my age. I'm 58 years old, bitch. You about to be 58 in 5 years. So what's T? We're in the same age bracket. And then, like, literally, when people lie like that, like, you have to know that something is wrong with them, because you have been filmed over the last 6 seasons, and you really set up there and, like, out of your mouth, a lie. No, I don't talk about Karen's age. Roll the tape, because it's every year. It's ironic that you was talking about her tennis shoes when that's all you wear this season. Girl, are you getting up in age? You can't walk in heels like you used to? Oh, you breaking ankles and stuff. They're not strong and sturdy, huh? Sounds like you might need some vitamin D. And we don't mean dick. We mean milk, bitch. Because we don't want you to start hunching over. You know what I'm saying? Them bones get weak. We don't want that to happen, Giselle, now do we? She says she would give Jamal a second chance. I wanted to turn the television off at that moment, because literally it's a circus. It's a circus. It's a circus. You, wait a minute, girl. You really are going to sit up here like I said, oh, Giselle, you better protect that man's legacy. Girl, you better be the patriarchy princess. You better protect his legacy. Yes, and we started the church with 40 people, and I helped him build his church. And as you built it, those women started filing in on those front pews, and Jamal started sticking his dick in every one of them, and you would take him back 100%. I don't like dumb women. I just don't like dumb women. And whenever you position yourself to protect the legacy of a man, you're going to look stupid and sound dumb. And you sound dumb. And thank God you're an organic banana, bitch. Thank God. Wendy was looking at Nicki Minaj's cards. I thought that was corny as fuck. I thought that was a glimpse into how over controlling she is in her life. That she was so engulfed with trying to find out. I think a lot of people were like, well, it's okay. No, it was wrong. It was wrong. But I thought it was funny that she did it right when she was sitting there. She just did the paper like that and was looking up. But you're not supposed to know the questions beforehand. And that is Wendy's need to control. They started talking about Karen and Giselle, the hot box. And then she says she fights fire with fire, but somehow Candace's fire is hotter. Is that what it is? I want somebody to help me understand. Is Candace's fire hotter than the fire that Karen said that she fights Giselle with? Mia, speaking to her mom, she's at my house because she loves me. Mommy is at my house because she loves me. I was like, oh girl, you need to get to therapy, because referring to your mom in that way, in that setting, was inappropriate for me. Sorry. But it was just like she starts talking in a baby talk. Anybody else notices that? She starts talking in a baby talk. So it's clear that she's stuck right there. You need therapy, Mia. Because you should not, when you talk about your mommy, you should not change your voice like that and become a little kid again. Work on that. And that's real. Like, I'm not trying to be funny or anything. That's something that she needs to work on, where she actually reverted back to talking like a child. And because my mommy's at my house because my mommy loves me. Girl, we need to work on that. We need to work on that. We be doing some freaky shit. Let me tell you something. Anytime the Real Housewives of Potomac start talking about sex, it's very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. They don't seem comfortable talking about sex at all. They don't seem like they're sexually liberated women at all, but they might do the shit behind closed doors. They may be those women who act prude, like the conservative white horse. They might be pulling that, since maybe because they're all the same complexion. So they might be pulling the conservative white whore card in this sense, because they get on my nerves with that. And it's hard to listen to them talk about sex. It's very cringy. I'm very uncomfortable listening to them. Well, he just loves women. He just loves women that are exotic and just women that are unreal. And Nicki was like, girl, whatever the hell that means. do you allow other people in the bedroom? She says, yeah, I guess. I wasn't clear, but she was like, are you letting another man in the bedroom? She was like, nah, I don't want that. She was like, well, how's that work? He gets all the fun, you don't? Maybe she does. Anyways, what would y'all be with older men if you had $100 million in your account? Ashley lies. Heartbreakers 2.0 is on code, honey. She lies and says that Michael is dynamic and smart and funny and physically attractive. You are physically attractive to the scab on a zombie? Girl, just say you was there for the money. I met him bartending, remember? I met him bartending. There's another story that says she was interning for him. So she met him at a bar and Sheila pushed her ass into that corporate building and she went her ass upstairs and started to intern for Michael Darby. I need to hear both of those stories because she keeps saying that she met him bartending, but there's another story floating around that she was an intern. And I feel like Heartbreakers 2.0, oh, weasel-eyed Sheila put her up to it. I believe it. I believe it. There's no one else believes that you think that that man who reminds you of your father is sexy and physically attractive and dynamic. We don't see it. I would have been with Ray because he moves my soul. I don't know why I'm always so grossed out the way that Karen talks about Ray. I'm always so like, girl, shut up. She wouldn't have never been with him if he was broke. And there's nothing wrong with that. Let me tell you something. There's a video going around, a TikTok going around of this. She looks like she might be Arab or something, and she's asking the different women, all different women, white women, black women. She's asking every woman, is money in a relationship important? And out of all the women, the two black women that she interviewed said it's not that important. The only two black women that she interviewed said that money was not important in a relationship. That's a lie from the fifth corner of hell. Okay? Don't let anybody tell you that money is not important in a relationship. It is the most important thing. Okay? Especially when the numbers show that people are getting divorced because of the money ain't there. So when a woman says, no, I wouldn't have married his ass if he was broke, ain't nothing wrong with it. She said it just right. And Ashley should have said, hell no, I wouldn't have married him if I had $100 million in the bank. And then Mia said that, she said, you wouldn't have been in the strip club. Yes, I would. No, you wouldn't have. Shut up. Lying for no reason. Shut up. What makes you think I don't have 100 million? Girl, you don't. You don't. You do not. They just don't get it. No, we don't get it. We don't get that. Well, where I'm an entertainer. No, you're a stripper and a dancer. You're not an entertainer. You are a stripper and a dancer, girl. We dancers. You couldn't pay me to smell motherfuckers' feet all day. Girl, you better use what you got to get what you want, Ronnie. You sitting up there, Ronnie Ferengi, lying. Talking about the people just don't understand. And if I put something on my resume, I'm going to put entertainer. Girl, Candace said strippers don't have resumes. Well, maybe they do. Oh, but they all know what's happening. Girl, you're not an entertainer. You're a stripper. Okay, you take off your clothes and it's fine. Nothing's wrong with it. That's the thing. You're moving. This is funny. It's funny, right? Because you moving like you proud, right? But when the words come out of your mouth and the things that you say to kind of smooth it over, doesn't sound like you're proud of what you've done, or that you were a stripper. Doesn't sound like you're proud of it. Because if you were really proud of it, you wouldn't call yourself an entertainer, and you wouldn't try to make it seem like it's a place that it's not. I went on Yelp and read the Yelp reviews. It's a full-fledged strip club with maybe some unused offices with a massage table in it. So Nicki asked her, does it make you feel good to feel that other husbands or other women's men want you? Because you made this comment that Eddie couldn't look you in the face, so you clearly think you're so beautiful. right? Your contorted face, and you always looking like there's shit underneath your nose. You believe that you're so beautiful that this man couldn't look you in the face. Well, my husband, he sat there, he don't care. Yeah, your husband might not care, but your target might care and their wife might care too. I do believe that some women and men get a kick off of believing that someone else's partner wants them. It's true. It's we're not going to act like it's not. And I believe that it makes Mia feel good. And that's what I said. I don't know if it is a stripper thing that you assume that every man wants you sexually. I don't know if that's the thing. It's so annoying when women and men are like that. Not everybody wants you, and for you to walk around believing that everybody wants you, that's annoying. It really is. It's really annoying. And also to make suggestions that some I thought it was funny when she first said it. If you go back and watch my review, I thought it was funny that she said, honey, that man couldn't look me in the face, because it literally looked like he couldn't look her in the face. And I thought maybe because there are women and men who know what their partner likes, and you might not look exactly, more than likely there's a 90% chance that you don't look exactly like what your partner likes, right? Or likes what they like, and you may not look like that, but you know what they like. And so when someone comes across that looks like the object of your partner's desire, some people, they get um, insecure. They become insecure about that. And that's what I thought was going on with Wendy, to be honest, and why she was like, that better not say Mia, that better not this, and that better not that. So as she was talking, I think Candace interrupted. She did interrupt. And then even Nicki was like, okay, I'm trying to talk. Candace kept doing that. It was weird that Candace was kind of like jumping in, like they was playing double dutch, and Candace was like trying to get in, like even with the conversation with them having a threesome, Candace was like, oh, what about me? And then, like, I don't know, like kind of like being like a clarifier almost, like, and let's clarify some things, let's be clear. And then there were several times where Nicki had to tell Candace, girl, go in the back and get your projector, I'm talking over here, like, girl, okay, we got it. Candace attributes that to, I guess, sticking up for people when she feels like they're like in a corner. Um, I want Candace to reevaluate that, because yes, yeah, that you might feel good doing that, but you're doing it and you're extending that grace to people who wouldn't do that for you. And like I said, I keep saying it. Being the bigger person when it doesn't serve you is not it will never give what you think it's supposed to give. When you're trying to be the better person or the bigger person, or extend grace to people who wouldn't extend grace to you because that makes you the better person. No, when you're trying to be the better person and it doesn't serve you in any way, shape, or form, it's not giving. Ever. Never, ever. You look stupid when you try to be the bigger person and dishonor yourself at the same time. So no. Wendy's husband looked me in the eye, and then it did come off insecure. And then Wendy was like, oh, why are you so concerned? Well, that's my husband or something. She said, oh, you big mad, you big mad, you big mad. I'm not sure why Wendy was in the first seat. I feel like it should have been Candace in the first seat, because Candace was the one really that was used for all promo. She was used to kind of promote the show. I don't feel like Candace should have been in the second seat. I don't actually feel like Giselle or Wendy should have been in the front seat. It does give Giselle a false sense of superiority over these women and this hierarchy that, she's stuck in her co-ed years, and that she likes to play out these templates with these women every single season. Just like her tagline, she reuses the same old programming and same old template that she used from her co-ed years in college, right? Nicki wants to know why, she doesn't understand why Wendy went from commentating to candles. Nicki Minaj, you are a rapper. I could ask you, why do you have a fragrance line? Why do you have Crocs? That doesn't seem like the natural path for you to go in. Why would you do that? Why would you expand your empire? Why would you have fragrances? The same idea goes for um, um, Wendy. I would ask Giselle, why do you have a podcast? Were you in journalism, communications, or anything? Why do you believe that you're qualified to start a podcast? From what exactly? I'm not sure what she used to do before. Robin, the same thing. When did hats become your thing? How are you going from whatever it is you used to do before, public relations, to hats? So I want to ask everybody the same thing, right? When Candace hopefully comes out with a handkerchief line, when she comes out with a beautiful handkerchief line so she can wipe her tears that you can fold neatly in a corner, since Kleenex doesn't seem to be calling. When she creates that, we're going to be like, girl, you went from, you have a hairline, you have, your beauty pageant consulting firm. Why would you start selling handkerchiefs? Bitch, why wouldn't I? I don't like that. I don't like that they did Wendy like that. That's what I was saying, Giselle talking about. That's what I was saying. Don't say thank you, because you were still wrong. No matter how you slice it, Giselle, you were wrong. I thought Eddie was on there with the booty models. Wendy with this phony laugh, girl. I was like, you can tell she was uncomfortable. You can tell she was trying to get past it, because she had said earlier to Eddie, I don't know what she's going to ask me. Yeah, we're going to talk about Eddie and the booty models and how he went from following so many people to following like about a quarter of those people are gone. And then Wendy act like she doesn't know who Eddie follows. I highly doubt that. Your controlling personality, that personality that had you looking at comment cards and looking at the cards that Nicki had for the questions, that control that you need to have, that's the same control that probably translates into your relationship. I would not doubt it. I would not doubt it at all. She's like, I got my ass done, but it will never look like an IG model. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Wendy yelling at Mia saying that she was fucking in the Waffle House bathroom. And she was like, why are you so worried about what I'm doing with my man? It's so funny how people like, then nobody was worried about what you're doing with your man. We're worried about you thinking that or feeling a certain way because you think somebody else's husband wants you, girl. We're not worried about you and your man. We're really not. So she was making jokes about her being or getting fucked in a Waffle House bathroom. Wendy's reads fell a little flat for me. A lot of them fell flat. They were over, I feel like they were over rehearsed. Hopefully next season, if she has any conflict with any of the women, it'll be more natural. Like her comebacks will be natural. I mean, there's nothing wrong with thinking about what I'm going to say to a bitch. But when it comes off with the fake laughing and no, I don't know. I don't know. I don't follow him. I don't know who follow. It's not real. It's not real. You can't play it off. Your personality doesn't even lend to that you would be okay with whatever Eddie is doing. Your personality doesn't even give that, right? So we get on Candace, and she jumps right into Candace's mother. It seems like your mother will destroy your husband, and he is willing to destroy your husband any chance she gets, and she doesn't get checked. I cried, she says. She needs to know that. She was like, well, how did you check her? Here's this thing. I'm not quite sure where we have a collective and a culture of adult children who are afraid to say hell in front of their parents, who are afraid to say lie in front of their parents. But for some reason, y'all want to see Candace cuss her mother out and disrespect her mother, as if y'all haven't been taught that it's okay for your parents, grandparents, or whoever else in the family to disrespect you, and you are, as an adult, to stay in a child's place. Y'all are literally afraid to say things in front of your mother or father, and will actually make uncomfortable, inappropriate jokes that at your big ass age, your mother would whoop your ass if you said something like that. So for a collective and a culture that has been bred in the fact that you maintain hierarchy in your family, you don't disrespect elders, how y'all want Candace to disrespect her mother on television. Yeah, I would like to see her cuss her mama out, but that's not going to happen. We don't operate like that as a culture, as a community, ever, never. So when the kids who actually cuss out the adults do the cussing out, everybody's shocked, like, oh my God, I can't believe you're talking to your mother like that. Because as a culture, we allow the elders to disrespect the adult children of the family. So we're not going to act like we need to see Candace disrespect her mother on national TV. It's not going to happen. When you are okay with saying hell and lie in front of your grandmother or your mother, then let's come back and talk about it. Okay. That's a lie. I took a break from her for a few weeks. And then when Nicki was saying it, I thought it was weird and very cringy for Candace to suggest that because Nicki Minaj is saying that your mother is an inconsiderate, disrespectful bitch, that somehow she's going to hear it from Nicki Minaj. If she didn't hear it from the person who shot out from her vagina, she's not going to listen to Nicki Minaj, a woman who's married to a convicted rapist. Do you think that? Like I said, I'm so happy that the circus is leaving town. I am happy about it. I'm letting y'all know now. Why are Nicki's words carrying more weight than your own or anybody? Fucking Andy Cohen can't even tell your mother to pipe down. Your mother has been allowed to do whatever the fuck she wants to do, and she demonstrates that when she gets into your friend groups. Like I said on a review the other day, there would be no other way Aunt Dottie would get. She would have to come through Karen or Giselle or even fucking Stewie Darby to get on Potomac Housewives with me. I would never, for that woman, as inconsiderate and disrespectful as she is to you, she would never get the opportunity to do it again on TV. She would never be, I wouldn't film with her. She would have to film with someone else to talk about my husband with someone else. Would be no space given and provided to her to do that again. Yes, that is your mother. And yes, you've been taught to respect her even when she's disrespectful to you. But you do not have to give her space to do it over and over again, especially on your platform. I hope we're clear. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being platinum, what would you give out Candace's project? Mia gave a -2. A -2? A -2? That's exactly what her face looks like every time. I don't know how she maintains her face to stay in that position for hours on end, but I imagine once it's over, she needs a massage. Everybody was kind of supporting her because Nicki Minaj was making it seem like what Candace accomplished would be considered not great. It doesn't matter, whatever she was. If she got 1,500 downloads, it would have been a better accomplishment. Candace actually has a project. A lot of these housewives who put out musical projects are simply a parody of themselves or something they've said on the show. This girl has nothing, barely anything on that album has anything to do with the housewives, except for Good Night and her talking shit on another song. But outside of that, this is a real project. This is something this woman has been wanting to do for years. She's an actress. She's talented. And I did not like her constant interrupting, the overlapping conversation, her being completely disrespectful for the sake of being disrespectful. You're on some hater shit. When you are just hating for the sake of hating, you're a hater. You have no reason to hate on this girl's pride. I didn't really even listen to it. Nicki said, well, girl, you was at the video shoot. You didn't, it was just going in and out of my ear. I didn't know. It was just going in and out of my ear. I didn't get it. Girl, fuck out of here. How many copies did it sell? I have my iconograph here. And then Robin goes, it was at least one for me. Got at least one for me. And then Mia says, You don't know the numbers? You should know them. See, I would have asked her, do you know how many tricks you turned over your stripping career? See, but Candace was trying to be nice for Nicki Minaj. Because let me tell you something, every time Mia said something, I would have had something wonderful to say back to her. It would have been all kind of clapbacks. She done told that girl, fuck you. I think she told Wendy, fuck you. Fuck you. I think she told her, fuck you at one point. Girl, who the fuck are you talking to? You are trying to be in a friend group. This is how you talking to the people you want to be friends with. You get that stripper mentality out of here where every woman around you is your fucking enemy and you think somebody that their men want you. Get that shit out of here. Erase that shit. This is not that environment. We're not in the back with, fucked up lockers and shit going on, music in the back. We're not doing all that. This is not Players Club, right? This is not P Valley, right? This is the Real Housewives of Potomac. And as weird and delusional as this circus is, we're not playing the stripper games in here. So, do you know the numbers of how many niggas you fucked in the back of the strip club? Okay. If you don't know the numbers, then I don't know the numbers either, bitch. But Candace was trying to be nice. I have a record label. Somebody's trying for me to buy into Candace. What would they say? Vocal ability over dancing and performance. Candace has said that plenty of times. She's a singer. Doing the dances and stuff like that is not really her thing. You're going to have to sing a cappella, child. I wouldn't have done it. Who the fuck are you? I wouldn't have done it. I already have an opportunity. I already have a label. I'm not looking for an opportunity. Well, sing. What'd she tell her? Stand up and parade around the damn stage. Why don't you do what you was doing in the back where you got $10,000 for 2 hours? Show us what you was doing. Let's see what you was doing. Somebody bring out a mattress or a massage table so you could do your chiropractic stuff. Oh, I would have been ready for Mia. But again, Candace was being nice for Nicki Minaj. It wouldn't have been, she would have got the full Candace treatment. Okay? Show us how many tricks you turned, bitch. Show us what you was doing in the back for 2 hours for $10,000. Let's see that. Let's see what you was doing parading around in your boy shorts, remember? While chewing on a lobster tail. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Chris came out. She ends up singing. I wouldn't have done it. I'm signed. I have a deal. I don't need to do this. This is not an opportunity. I want to say that Candace said something about it being an opportunity, but singing for Nicki Minaj is not the opportunity that you think it is. Who is Nicki Minaj signed, let alone a woman? Who is she signed? So I'm with Candace. I would have been very hesitant in singing. Chris was not happy, and I wasn't happy with the line of questioning. I wasn't even happy with the way that you asked these women what they thought of my album and then trying to make it seem like a -2. Oh, I give her a 9 for effort. She wasn't going to go platinum. She's an independent artist. How many streams did she get? How many downloads did she get? Anyways, Andy came over. He was like, no, she did really good. Everybody, it was nice to hear all the cheers come from all the people who were standing in the studio after she sang. She sounded wonderful. She did her thing. Mia was like, ooh, I like that. I'm a download it. That's what she was saying. So anyways, they took shots and that was about it for the episode. Overall, it was what it was. I am excited and happy that the circus is leaving town. And until next season, I guess we'll be back. Hopefully, Ferengi Beast, Teddy Perkins is not back. I don't want to see her back. I don't even like her. Because, bitch, we're not playing stripper games. We're not playing the stripper hunger games where you think every husband wants you. You think nobody can look you in the face and you don't want to get along. The only way you know how to relate to these women is by being in conflict and somehow, some way, they're jealous of your boss status to the point where you want to call women entertainers. That you got to respect them. You got to respect them because they're not strippers. Like Nicki Minaj said, girl, you turn this into a women's empowerment. Girl, they're fucking strippers and dancers. And I ain't never seen a stripper's resume said they are an entertainer down at Onyx. I'm entertaining. No, bitch, you're stripping. The fuck out of here. I ain't never done that. Drop it low. This was my number right here. Girl, it must have been the head that got G to marry you. Anyways, y'all take care of each other, protect your energy, and hopefully we won't see Mia back next season.